Hi, this is Kirby Runyon, and I'm going to be walking you through my parabolic aircraft flight with the Zero Gravity Corporation. The first of our 15 parabolas was Mars Gravity, and you can see me in the background there, flopping down. Doing a two-handed push-up and standing up was remarkably easy. Actually, Mars Gravity felt less than what I thought Moon Gravity would actually be like. I really enjoyed Mars Gravity, and so that's 38% of Earth. A 2-foot together toe push and glide, which was recommended to me by Apollo astronaut Jack Schmitt, ended up working really well for Mars Gravity. The next couple set of parabolas were Moon Gravity, which is about 17% Earth's gravity, about 1/6, and that felt really light. I'm in the background there. This is a lot of, there's not very many good clips of me in Moon Gravity. The cameras weren't set up very well for that. It was low, and in fact, when you're up above the floor, you're weightless, of course, because you're falling in between steps. And so Moon Gravity felt so much like zero gravity. It was really pretty remarkable. And I think this next video, we're coming up on the end of this clip, will show hopefully me. Oh, nope, I guess not. Moon Gravity felt so low, and the toe push together and glide also worked to maintain control. When I tried to just walk normally, just the normal bounce of your step would typically send me crashing into the ceiling. You can see that lady there having some problems getting her grip there. But it was still a lot of fun, of course, and at the end of the parabola, we were ready for the next one. Here I've zoomed in on myself in the background there. You can see me kind of hopping around a little bit, getting close to hitting my head on the ceiling. It was so low. Here's me. The surface tension of water was on par with the weight of the water, and I had to shake it like a salt and pepper shaker to get water out of it. Now, of course, we had our first of zero gravity. I was making my own kind of centrifugal force, my own artificial gravity by rolling along the ceiling there. I never felt upside down. In fact, I was kind of disappointed that I never felt upside down. And so I just continued on my way, floating throughout the cabin and trying to have as much fun as possible flying. And then gravity comes in, and we all go back down to the floor. Now, here's another one of me. I'm going to roll up like a ball here as gravity goes away. And I just kind of bounce around, and you can kind of hear the zero gravity coach being like, bouncing like a ball, that's right. And I found that passive way just was really fun to experience weightlessness. Here I am again flying along the ceiling. Flying belly up to the ceiling was one of my favorite things to do. And I just rolled into a ball when I was afraid I was going to hit someone, and then gravity turns back on, and then we go through 1.8 Gs. I had my sunglasses on for that one. And I'm going to bounce around like a ball again in this one, gently pushing up off the floor as we go over the parabola. And here we go. Yeah, I highly recommend that you don't just hang on to the rope. If you ever do this, let go and let yourself float around. You'll notice some people, I feel like, are wasting their time by hanging onto a rope and not fully experiencing flight. Gravity comes back and we all fall down. I will say, oh, here I am again. I'm in the ball position during the 1.8 G pull-up maneuver. And the gravity comes down, and I'm going to try bouncing around again like a cannonball. Looks like I'm doing some flight there. And yeah, and they started on the last few parabolas. They started letting water loose in the cabin, so we could kind of play with that there. Kind of hit my head on the floor, pushing up. And then water comes down. You can see some water dripping off the ceiling as gravity comes back. That was pretty fun. Kind of a delayed drip reaction there. Not sure what's going to happen. Oh, here I come, flying through the cabin. Just the feeling of being able to fly without exerting any effort is just such a remarkable feeling of freedom. I've called this clip Zero Gravity Gym because I'm just bouncing off the walls and ceiling and floor. I feel like I'm having a more fun time than people who are just hanging onto the rope there. Don't hang on to the rope, let go, fly around. Fly belly first to the ceiling, that's a blast. And then you roll up like a ball and gravity comes back. Oh, this was our Superman pose. You'll notice that as we kick off the front bulkhead there, it's not a perfect parabola. We kind of come down a little bit, but then it looks like the pilots get the hang of it. We come back up and are able to make the most of it and fly around some more. Just that feeling of freedom. It is a disorienting, but it is so free. It's a sense of freedom you can't experience any other way. And I highly recommend that you save up your money and do it. $6,700 plus sales tax. But in my opinion, the experience that you then gain memories from is so worth it. This is the same shot from a different perspective. They have GoPro cameras throughout the cabin. And I love that that girl runs into the camera. That's really great. Um, but it's just, you need tiny pushes to move, but nobody uses tiny pushes. They're in a hurry, and so they use big pushes. Then you go crashing into people and things, which is still all good fun. Um, Here I come. Just, again, that sense of freedom. I never felt upside down. No matter what orientation I was in, I felt right side up. I think that was a repeat clip on accident. Oh well, that's a fun one. I like what that person in the back is doing with their legs. That's kind of crazy. I want to do that on my next flight if I go again, and I think I will, because I want more of these. I want more of these memories. It's something you can think about, and it's a treasure. As long as you keep your memory, it's something no one can take away from you. It's not like buying an expensive toy. It's an expensive memory, but it's such a good, worthwhile, lifelong memory. All right, I'm not sure what's going to happen in this one. Oh, okay, so our zero gravity coach is about to shake some water as soon as we go over the top of the parabola there, and you can kind of see the water start to float around. You got a little bit of gravity on that one. Oh, here I come, flying around, no big surprise. I think this is the same shot as we saw before, but from a different perspective. When the gravity turns off, you kind of get the sense like the room is spinning a little bit, like when you're dizzy. Not very much, but the room just looks different when you're weightless.